Oh, I love this. It's just above freezing out, 34 degrees here Fahrenheit. Um, oh goodness gracious. I can understand some people have, doubts about things that are going on. And yes, I do share some of their viewpoints. But to come out and say the future of the show is in jeopardy because Disney is going to be streaming it worldwide is preposterous. Disney has not bought the BBC yet. No, I wouldn't be the least surprised if they bought the whole country. But yet you've got all these clickbait videos. Yes, I use the clickbait title. Why not? Everyone else allowed to do it, apparently, who comes out and spouts absolute nonsense. Because this is ridiculous. And I agree with some other things some other people have said. It's called Because Chibnall Chose a Female Doctor and all that, the show cannot be allowed to succeed. It completely pissed all over their narrative of the show's doom, the show's going under. Oh, look, the ratings are down, blah, blah, blah. And they always seem to quote the BBC America ratings, which were going to be down because they aired it on Sunday evening. And it's like, I told you years ago, Sunday evening was a bad move for BBC America because now you're up against Walking Dead, NFL football, and things like that air on Sunday night exclusively. And, but then, of course, I love this. The final show, the Whitaker, Chibnall era, ended with 5.3 million viewers, which made it the second most watched show on the day, highest scripted drama above all the others. The only thing to beat it was, Strictly Come Butt Licking, and that's because it's what do you call it? It's a reality show basically now. And it was their big reveal special, or whatever, for the thing. So, of course, Doctor Who didn't stand a chance in hell against that. Because even though you can stream a drama later, a show where scores are revealed and things like that, you're going to watch that right off the bat because 5 minutes after they give the scores, it's going to be, what do you call it? Now, everybody is, of course, panicking, how dare they put Ncuti Gatwa after Tennant? And I'm like, Matt Smith came after Tennant, show did fine. Capaldi came after Matt Smith, did fine. And Whitaker came after Matt Smith, after Capaldi. And the show's still on track. Yet now Disney's going to come in, and even though they do have a seat at the table, they can offer suggestions. There's nothing written anywhere that says that, Mickey Mouse is going to show up to the table and go, oh, I'm sorry, but you can't put that in there. That might involve bloodshed. Oh, that's not what's going on. Also, the reason why Tennant is there, because Tennant and Tate called up and said, wouldn't it be great if we could get back together even for a short time? RTD bought into it. RTD said, look, I'll come back in, we'll do this, blah, blah, blah. And it's only for the specials because Ncuti Gatwa had other issues, other commitments to take care of first. Now, as you all know, the infamous photo went around with Ncuti Gatwa, RTD, Andy Pryor, amongst others. And apparently that was scripted. They're casting for a companion at that point. Now they're saying filming's taking place in December. Don't be too shocked if they're out there just after Thanksgiving, okay? But all I'm saying is this. I love how the show's future has showing great promise. Remember, Chibnall Whittaker were going to kill the show. And look at what happens. Now Disney Plus wants to be involved. This is a major multinational, multi-billion-dollar company. Oy vey. Yeah, and given the fact they're already casting, I mean, for a new companion, that obviously means no, Yasmin Finney's not hanging around after the specials, which we kind of figure would happen because if you've been keeping your eye on the news, Yasmin Finney has other things, other projects already lined up. Oh no, my tire pressure's down. Could it be something to do with the 30-degree weather out? Oh, I hate it when these, you can't drive more than 80 miles per hour. Oh, great. Yeah, but you see, the problem was Chibnall Whittaker did their bit. They left. The show's still here. Matter of fact, now you've got all these. You got Bad Wolf coming in that's going to up the budget. You got Disney coming in that's going to up the budget. And it's like, but here's the narrative now. RTD rode in over the hill with a gay pride black flag banner next to him on a mounted steed to save the damsel in distress known as Dr. Who, when it wasn't. Yeah, Who's books. Now we got spin-offs being planned. But you see, the problem is they can't change the narrative. They have to keep the show on the back foot, at least in their minds, and try to project it onto everyone else who watches them, because then it goes, wait a minute. This guy said that, the show is doomed. And now it's prospering. Could it be that Narty Boy was wrong? Could it be the Bully is full of shit? So they have to get out there and start pounding that doubt into people's minds. Because without it, they're nothing. It's that simple. They're the boogeyman. They're Freddy Krueger. They're those evil dream demons that feed on your fears. I know, I didn't want to bring it up because it was a very sad occasion over the weekend, that Kevin Conroy passed away. And, there are still a few people out there who don't know who Kevin Conroy was. And Kevin Conroy was the voice of Batman for many, many years. Batman the Animated Series, which I still think is incredible. Plus, he did get to appear as Bruce Wayne during the Arrow Crisis on Infinite Earths thing. They did a while back, the big crossover. But yeah, once again, keep this in mind. These guys lost. Not Kevin. I mean, the guys who are sitting there cheering for the show to go under just to prove they were right lost. And they lost big. Because in the aftermath of the Chibnall Whittaker era, now you've got Disney Plus coming in, which has its pluses and its minuses. But once again, they were wrong. The Chibnall Whittaker era, if anything, brought more attention to this show than it has had in a long time. The streaming figures were still outrageously high, and yet it's failing. Folks, do you think Disney Plus would just step in and say, well, we want to stream your show? You know, sure, it's a miserable, abject failure that's dying and it's croaking and nobody's interested in it anymore because of yada, yada, bang, bang. And yet we want to come in and stream. Do you think that's what happened? No. They saw a phenomenon and they said, look, we want in on this. Now, never once has there been a document saying they're taking over. Yes, people are a little bit panicked because they can make suggestions, but that's it. They don't run the show. The BBC are never going to give up that cash cow ever. It's not going to happen. Like I said, it's going to be like that scene in Young Frankenstein at the beginning, except the corpse is the BBC, and in the book they're trying to pry out as the Doctor Who writes. Remember that scene beginning of Young Frankenstein? Because that's exactly what it's going to be like. They're never going to give it up. Exactly. And like I said, a lot of people have misgivings about Tennant stepping in, but like I said, it was necessary to keep the show going through the 60th anniversary year because Shooty got what was not available. Yang said, hello there, Rusty. It's time to sit down and write some scripts. No, you can't have that. Oh, that's not going to happen. Okay. Also, like I said, RTD was not the cavalry coming over the hill to save the damsel in distress. That's not what happened. It's called Chibnall had had enough. He wanted out. Hell, he didn't even want the job to begin with. And look at this. He wrote a special that more embodies an anniversary special of Doctor Who than anything they've put out so far. Anything. Including Day of the Doctor, a.k.a. the Era of the Zygons. Smacked it out of the park on his last episode. So I don't see how the show is in distress. It's dying and blah, blah, blah. He did something that none of the other showrunners had the balls to do since RTD brought back Sarah Jane for School Reunion. Well, folks, I've got to get running in. I'm running behind. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will be freezing myself to death out here, and then I got to fill my tires up later. Because one of them's probably like 2 points down or something, and that's because of the cold weather. So take care. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And we'll see you all on the flip side, and hopefully we will see you all in the future. So take care, everyone.